sometimes owning a car in the UK is a whole lot of headache. I want to show you guys something. I'm currently at a repair shop, a bodywork repair shop, and because my car got some dents, scratches, you know, from driving, parking, and the rest, so I came over to this guy. I've known the guy for a long period of time. My previous car, I used to most of the repairs with him. Like, I'm not saying the guy is expensive, but it's the general market for car repair that is so, you know, it's so expensive. Sometimes just a dent is gonna cost you a whole lot. I want to show you guys something. I'm just outside the repair shop here. I just finished talking with him and I'm about to go now, but before going I want to show you guys something. So I've got here, you see, I've got this dent here. I've got this, like, you see. So what he told me is that I could actually do this by myself, but if I want to pay him to do it, it's gonna cost me. They said they need to take out the whole bumper, and it's gonna cost me £150 for him to take out the bumper. Sorry, £100, not £150 for him to take out the bumper. Crazy, this camera keeps shutting off. It's about 69%, but after filming for about 30 seconds it keeps shutting off, so I don't know why. It's gonna shut off any moment from now, so definitely I'll need to go charge the camera before I continue this video. But as I was saying, just to repair some minor damages, like most of the repair shop, they don't charge anything less than £100. Like a tiny scratch of this nature, they're gonna tell you we need to paint the whole side panel. It's gonna cost you, like, the minimum they're gonna charge is £100, like £100 upwards. £150 for this, £200 for this, £250 for this, £300 for this. Like, it's crazy. Like, sometimes owning a car here is just a whole lot for the minor repairs. But one thing is that is very important is that these repairs, these external damages, it doesn't affect the performance of the car. That's why it's really important, because yeah, I can still drive this car for as long as I want. This cosmetic damages doesn't affect the performance of the car. What is gonna be scary is if you start getting problems with your car, engine, clutch, and the rest. When you start getting such problems, we are talking about minimum £500 and above you're gonna spend. If you have a gearbox issue, if you have a clutch issue, if you have an engine failure or whatsoever, it's gonna cost you nothing less than £500. And considering the fact that you can actually get a car in the UK for about £100, so it's kind of crazy. Imagine you getting a car for £100, but if a damage comes, a problem come up with that car, it's gonna cost you how much? £500 to fix a car you bought for £100. But if you're buying a car for £100, you need to expect that it's going to come with a lot of problems. So yeah, that's just it. Basically, I don't think I'll be getting these external damages fixed anytime soon. I'll probably try to do it by myself. If not, I'm just gonna let it be there for as long as I can, and maybe anytime when I got some spare money, spare change, I'm gonna see if I can fix it. But as of now, I don't consider myself fixing any stuff. Like, no way. So basically, I'm gonna be leaving. Like, I just kind of wasted my time to come here. I would not say I wasted my time, because at least I actually got some valuable information, because the guy who does the repair works here, he told me, he actually gave me a clue of me doing this repair by myself. So I'm probably gonna try to do the repair by myself and see how it goes. And in this area I've got, it's like an industrial area. I've got a lot of warehouses here. Okay, let me see. So yesterday I was doing a shift for Amazon. It was at from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So it was a 4-hour shift with a payment of £64 for 4 hours. So I was doing the shift, and there's an estate beside the Arsenal Stadium in North London, because I was living in North London area around the Arsenal Stadium surrounding. So there was a estate near the Arsenal underground station. It's like basically they named the estate based on the Arsenal Stadium, like the North Stand, the West Stand, South Stand. If anybody knows that that estate, they'll know what I'm talking about. So it's like the estate, after a particular period of time, if you get in the estate, there's no way to exit. So the Amazon app notified me that these deliveries have been cancelled. I need to return the parcels back to the station. But because I didn't check the app, I was just in a hurry to do my deliveries. So I went into the estate. I made all the deliveries because it was actually confusing, and it took me a lot of time to complete them. So when I was done, I drove to the estate exit, because to get into the estate, the people I'm to deliver with, they already put like a Bluetooth signal or something for me to access the gate. But once I'm done with the delivery, I cannot get access to the customers again. So I was kind of stuck in that estate. There was no way for me to exit. So I was like, I called the Amazon driver support. Like, they told me they are trying to reach out to some of the customers to see if they could open the gate, but none of the customers answered the phone. So like the customer support guy I was talking to, like, you know, from what I noticed, he had no solution he could give me. So I was just like, no worries, I'm gonna figure out myself. So I was stuck in that estate for about 30 minutes. Till I asked one of the people living in the estate that, like, I'm stuck, I need help. I was delivering for Amazon parcels, and I cannot exit the estate and so on. So he told me some solutions. Sorry, the camera fell over. So basically, I've been trying to record this video, but the camera keeps turning off. I don't know why, but I've had it charged, so everything should be fine now. So as I was saying earlier, before I stopped, when I was in the estate, I was kind of imagining me going to deliver parcels for Amazon, and I find myself in a residential estate, and all of a sudden I'm trapped inside. So after I tried calling driver support to, you know, when I was talking to the guy over the phone, I figured out he couldn't help me. So I just kind of, you know, I just let it go, and I told him that it's fine, I'm gonna sort out, I'm gonna try to look for a solution. If not, I'm gonna call him back. But obviously I was not going to call him back because I knew he could not offer me any solution. So I actually met one of the residents in that estate, and he tried to help me. He told me some options, you know, call concierge and the rest using the key pass. But we tried it didn't go until he like figured out, I don't know, he called someone else in the estate, and the person gave him the number of the concierge, and yeah, he called the concierge and he explained everything to them before they opened the gate, and they let me out. So I was like stuck in an estate, and it took me about 30 minutes of the delivery time, but at the end I was still able to complete the delivery within that 4 hours time, and I completed it just in time with about 4 minutes left to the end of the block. So luckily it was on a Sunday, so there was nothing to worry about. Maybe, you know, if it's in a busy weekly day in the afternoon, yeah, it would have been a lot of stress. But it was in a Sunday evening, so yeah, it was though it was stressful, but at least the environment was calm for me to look for help and so on. So that's just how sometimes when you deliver for Amazon, you don't know what to expect. Every day is different. No day is the same. Yeah, so tiny, and you know, people, it's a tight one. Whew, that was a tight one, man. These roads are so tiny and people still park by the roadside. No, this is a countryside. There's no way you're gonna be getting a parking ticket or fine or whatsoever. Area. I think I need to get a drone to come fly in this area, you know. Oh boy, so amazing. I like coming to this kind of places, like, but I don't fancy myself living in this kind of area. I feel like it's so lonely. Like, I don't like loneliness. Like, it breaks. I feel like loneliness kind of breaks someone up. Damn, this is a tight angle, man. You need to come in this angle slowly, if not, because you see cars coming from this direction as well. They need to slow down here because they can't see, because it's a sharp angle. So this is one of my favorite stretch, because it's straight and forward. And I'm familiar with the road, so I know what speed is safe. Like right now I'm doing 40. I know it's safe, though it has some bends, but I'm familiar with the road and the traffic. I know the amount of cars, you know, I'm expected to meet driving. I have the right of way. Wait. Oh my god, this is crazy. I had the right of way, but it didn't wait. Sometimes you find funny drivers like this all the time, but you know, even if you're on the right, still because you're on the right, don't cause an accident. I had to slow down. If not, I would have said, okay, I'm on the right, I'm gonna keep going. But if I keep going that fast, I would have caused maybe an accident, or maybe not really an accident, but something similar. Oh my god, like when I'm in central London, in the buses in central London, I was like, when I learn how to drive, there's no way I'm ever gonna go to central London, because it was crazy. And I've been driving for over 1 year, I think 6 months now, and I would say I've been to central London just about, I've not been to central London more than 5 times. Like, the first time I went to central London, it was hell. Like, the first time I went to central London, I was actually attending a graduation ceremony for a friend of mine. So where they had the ceremony was a location around central London, so I needed to drive to central London. That was the first time of me driving to central London, and I think it was between my first 6 months after passing my driving test, my practical driving test, which means I had my license, I had a car, I had my first car, and me driving to central London for the first time, bro, it was crazy, it was mad. Like, each turn I take, I felt like I was making a mistake. Like, it was like I was the only private car, like, in the whole of central London, because I always saw the black cabs, I always saw licensed, like the black cabs, taxis, and the white vans, the commercial vans, the commercial vehicles, and the rest. It was hectic. Though I didn't make any mistake, but I felt like each turn I took, I felt like it was a mistake. But ever since that, I've been to central London, I think no more than 5 times ever since I had my license. It's crazy driving in central London. I'm coming to the end of the countryside road. I'm soon gonna be joining the local traffic, so I'm gonna be leaving this countryside road in a couple of yards ahead. The sun is so crazy. I don't even know if the camera can resist the sun coming from that direction. Yeah, but so I'm gonna be exiting this countryside road, and I'm gonna be joining the main roads, the local traffic. So and there's one thing I wanted to show you guys, but like there's a lot of traffic here because of the traffic light ahead. I think that's what's causing the traffic. Otherwise, thank you, sir. He let me, he's a driving instructor, that's why he let me go. Probably if it was someone else, they would not have let me go. I'm gonna have my phone here with the sat nav, but because I feel so confident, because I've driven on this road so many times, like there was a time when I once walked in this area, so I was familiar with the road. I was doing a night shift, so like every day I was driving, so I'm kind of familiar with the roads. But on a normal day, if I'm not certain about any road, I'm gonna use my sat nav to avoid any stress. That's why, like on a normal day, I have my phone here with a sat nav. But today, no way. I feel so confident. I know the roads. I know all the bends. Though this road has a lot of bends. If you're coming here as a first-time driver driving on this road, you better be driving slow. If not, you're gonna make so many mistakes, cause maybe an accident. Dealership here. The car dealership in the middle of nowhere. Not like in the middle of nowhere. You see people living here. You're gonna see a patch of settlement, people living across here, and after that, just about a couple of yards, you're gonna be in the middle of nowhere, like, you know. That's just how it is here. See what I'm trying to say? Okay, you see, we've got some houses here, and all the way, you see, from the speed limit sign above, you see, it's just gonna be like a wilderness. You see, vast empty land, no house, no houses. Again, on my right, you can see I got a lot of, like, past 2 car dealerships already, like in the middle of nowhere. But I think if they have been there for long, that means the business is actually working well. If not, why will you be putting a car dealership in a location where it's kind of hidden? But I believe because they have a lot of clients, customers, whatsoever, that's why they are still in operation. If not, why would they be still in business? That is more like a heritage. Like most of the things here don't change. Like you still see stuff of back in the days, the mid-90s. Like the houses, you still have like a typical British lifestyle. Most of these houses in the countryside, like the people live the way the typical British people live back in the days. So, like, I don't want to say they are resistant to change, but you know, somehow they are resistant to change. God, please, hope you are not giving us this sun to later on punish us with maybe 1 whole week of bad weather, continuous rain, no sun, please. Rather than giving us all of this sun in one day, split the sun into all into the next coming week. Maybe give us about 3 or 4 hours of sunshine every day, rather than giving us a full day of sunshine. Then the next 1 week we're having like a whole 7 days of misery, rain, whoosh, so crazy. Guys, so I exited the countryside roads. The traffic is so hectic, man. Like, it's just, you know, drive for a couple of seconds, stop, drive for a couple of seconds, stop. So crazy.